Okay, video take 2, 3. This is the third Boom Gel stain. I'm just giving it a really good go to do all techniques for anybody that's interested in purchasing it, because I want to make sure that you've got lots of options with it if you do. So this was the one that I did just a few hours ago. Ooh, look at it. Underwater garden, what is it? Underwater garden under the sea or something it goes. But yeah, it's just lovely because I ended up getting rid of all the blooms that I did, and I ended up swiping and using my little balloon filled with water, and it gives this sort of whimsical, bubbly ocean effect. Doesn't seem right, flowers under the ocean, but anyway, or they're angels or orbs. Look at the orbs. Okay, being silly, get on with it. So what I'm going to try now is, previously when I did the other pours, I think I tried the acrylics paint and I've tried the what I'm going to do here is, my husband has been painting outside and he has some house paint. So this is what is this? This is like a silvery white colour that we've been painting the outside of our home with. So I thought, ooh, wow, that might come in handy. I'm just going to do a trial on this canvas with the house paint as my base paint. As I said previous, when I've tried house paint, I think I just tried ordinary wall paint, it cracked. Well, this is, what did he say? It's a gloss paint, but it was, what you call it, a water-based gloss, so it washes off in water, so it looks a little bit thick to me. So no, I'm not going to put my glue all in water. I'm going to just add a little bit of Floetrol to my house paint. I'm going to just add a little bit of Floetrol because it seems a bit thick and googy. Is that a word? Googy? Okay. If it isn't, I apologise. If not, it's a new Gilly Kube word. It's googy. Okay. The craziness begins, and the experimenting, my crazy art lab. So just ordinary house paint that is gloss. It is gloss, water-based gloss. So may not work, but we'll give it a go. I'm going to use, I pre-mixed them up this morning. I've got several of the Boom Gel stain ready to pour paints, and that's what I'm going to use. So these Boom Gels are basically an easy, no fuss process to create your blooms without adding this and adding that and trying to get your mediums right or whatever everybody's doing now. This is just a all in one bottle. You can just pour it from the bottle, but I have poured it in cups because I want to be able to control it a little bit better. And I thinned it down just a drop with just a little bit of water. So that's what I'm using. I've got these different spatulas that I do different swipes with or mess with paints with. Just thought I'm just going to have a little try of this one with a corrugated edge. I don't expect it'll give anything much, and of course this is, you know, just one big one. I still prefer my swipe tool. I still prefer my swipe tool being just my acrylic sheet, but for the, you know, other people that might want to try different things or have these things in your home. And of course my trusty Swifty swipe that I made myself is like falling apart now. I need to pull it apart and I just need to recut. All I do is recut a piece of the plastic file divider into a fan, and then I just stick it with my glue, not, you know, so it's nice fresh piece. And it's a great tool to swipe with because you've got the handle of the spatula that's on that angle, which is just perfect. So I won't do that now, but that is another little job there for me. I will get started on this. Don't want to annoy anybody. So I will put me, oh God, I've got these gloves and a silly Gilly. Of course I've been using my dishwashing gloves and I get about 6 weeks wear out of them, as long as you put a little bit of, I put a little bit of baby, I can't remember the brand name, it's powder that's alright, or you can buy fleece lined gloves because then your hands don't stick in them, and then you just go and wash them under the tap when you're finished. So I was going to wear those to try and reduce the amount of gloves I keep using. So okay, I put a bit of Floetrol into this paint. So it's kind of a silver colour, it's not white. So here goes. Here goes. We probably could do with being a little bit skinnier, yeah, I'm thinking to myself, a little bit thinner. Okay, so I'll just tell you this quick thing. I was just caught red-handed. I'd done myself a Baraka this morning. I don't know if they have them in all countries. They're like a vitamin C or B group. You know, they're to give you a boost. Also a heavy dose of vitamin C. So I was feeling a little bit sort of tired the last few days, so I thought I'd have my Baraka. Well, as I walked out of the door, I looked at my plant and it was all blue like this. And it's been struggling for a long time. So the nurse Gilly in me decided that I was gonna give my plant a bit of Baraka too. So just as I was pouring the Baraka into the plant, just a little bit, just wanted to give a little bit of boost. I thought, well, if it does it for me, surely it will do it for my plant. My husband walked in, he said, "What are you doing now, Jill?" You know, in that tone, "What are you doing now?" Like I get into mischief all the time. I said, "I'm giving the plant a boost." He said, "With a Baraka?" I said, "Yeah, why not?" Just shook his head at me, you know, that they shake their head at you and you, that look you get, the shaky head look after they shake their head and roll their eyes. So he's just gone into the house, like this is a couple of hours later, and he's come back and he said, "Go and have a look at your plant." I thought, oh, here we go. My plant's died a death. It's like a plant sitting upright and it's all happy. Looks like it's just thriving. So thank you, dear Baraka. You've revived my plant and you've revived my husband's faith in me that I wasn't actually going round the bend, round the twist. So there you go. Who'd have thought the Baraka, the plant, it must be, maybe it's the sugar in the Baraka, maybe it's the vitamin B, who knows. It was good for my plant. So. Okay, that was a metallic turquoise, then there was like a bottle green, and that colour there is the very deep purple in the, so that colour, the parrot green, and a nice turquoisey colour. I might add a little bit of blue, so through it. What was I going to say? Very, very windy here, and it's like, I feel as though it's like almost trying to lift the roof on my garage where I've got my art workshop. You'll see I've got loads of videos of these particular swipes that I'm doing now, but I haven't done them with this particular paint. So I'll just put another bit of white in there, even though I've got white. Another bit of turquoise. I love this turquoise. Okay, just one more drop of this beautiful rich native violet purple, I think it's called. That is, the wind is so fierce. Hope my roof and everything is okay. I've had wind for about 3 months solid here in Australia. It like hasn't let up. It's been, yeah, quite crazy kind of last 3 months. Now this is just my studio acrylic, Montmartre studio acrylic mixed with Floetrol, and it probably could have done with being a little bit thicker by the look. I'm just going to pour that over the top. So this is what I'm going to swipe with. I've got a black that that probably would have been nice too. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. I'll try this little one first. Just give it a nice little. I could already see my canvas is dipped there. Blimey. Oh, look at this. Looky, looky, looky. Wow, that's pretty, isn't it? I'll do the little one. I'll just keep alternating so it gives it a bit of. Oh my goodness, pretty, pretty. Let's turn it around. Yeah, this is a nice thick edge canvas, but I can see it's dipped. It's got a dippy do in it. Shall I try? I'll try this big wide one. It's a Wallpaper smoother straight edge. You'll just see if it's any cop. Okay, it's not, because my canvas is doing a little. Oh, but look at those cells. I'm going to try this serrated edge. I think this is a pastry duva. If you've been watching my videos, you will know my language by my duvas and my whatsits and my thingamajigs. You'll know where I'm coming from. So I might go back to this one for the little edgy things. Ooh, wowee. That's pretty, eh? That's really nice. So the proof will be in the pudding, in the fact that to see if it moves and if it doesn't crack when it's dry. So I'm going to give it just a little gentle tilt. This is why I believe that maybe I should have thinned down that paint that I've used underneath, so it'll move a little bit easier and go over the edges of my canvas. So we will see. So as you know, there's no silicone in this at all. I've just used the Boom Gel stains, trying to keep some kind of. Oh, look at that lacing! Look at that! Looky, looky! That's a bit gorgeous. Oh wow! Wanted to stay in my art room all day today doing testing and painting, but it's getting really hot in here. I'm like sweating cobs at the minute, so I don't think I can talk my husband into the expense of a air conditioner at this point. So I'll have to start selling a bit more of my work. Which I usually have a seller, a girl that sells my art. I don't have anything to do with it and don't really want anything to do with it, but she enjoys taking my pieces off me and goes on a little merry way selling it. So it gives somebody else that's, 10, 15 years younger than me an opportunity, as well as giving me some money for at least the canvases and some of the paints. So this is taking a little bit longer to move about, but for somebody impatient like I am, probably not a good thing, but wowzers, it is looking pretty spiffy. And now I wish that I'd put a ton more of that paint underneath, because I should have covered my whole canvas in it. So lesson be learned, if you're going to try this, have your paint that's basically done the rounds all around your canvas when you start. Oh, but this is so gorgeous. And then just try and see if I can coax it over the edge a little bit. I'm not too worried because I fix up the edges after, but because this was a thick edge canvas, it's nice to have the nice lacing over the edge too. But wowzers, I think this is, I think I just need to perfect it a little bit. I need to see if this house paint, which is just gloss, dries better as an undercoat, because I tried the acrylic Montmartre this morning, and in that one I showed you at the beginning of the video, and that is gorgeous too, and that looks as to be drying beautifully. Just look at this, look at video, darling, on air. Husband coming out talking to me. I'll have to get one of those signs, won't I, outside with a flashing red light that says on air. Oh, that is, I do want to actually leave some of that playing in there. Just, oh my goodness, those colours are.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Shut up at your face. Okay, take the pee out of me all you like. I've got tough skin. I've lived a while. I can handle it. No, not really. It's all good. Oh, woo-wee. The sides that I have got to come over are absolutely beautiful. Don't want to tilt it to show you in case I lose the effect, but I certainly will when it's finished show you what my sides look like. Look at that, where it's come over the sides. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I am going to just recenter it a little bit more, but a little bit unhappy with this particular canvas because it's got a dip in it, and I foolishly thought I didn't put the pegs in, the stretcher pegs underneath, but I will when it's dry. Just hoping that don't make it crack. I don't really want to give it any heat at all, so it's got no heat, no silicone, and just these absolutely stunning, gorgeous. I think they sell in Australia for $20 for this size, but you only have to use a very small amount. I just put some in the bottom of a cup, not much, and look, because I only done a line with them and then stretch them out. If you stretch them out over a good thick, or good amount of paint as your base coat, then they go so far. Look, I only put a bit in there and just put a little bit of water with them because I wanted them to move a bit better. And I did the mixture of all of the Duvalakis, didn't I? Or did I do that one? I did, didn't I? But because my canvas isn't flat, it didn't turn out as good as I would have expected. I'll just give you a bit of a close-up on that because I absolutely love that, and I've got that earmarked now for a Christmas gift. Absolutely stunning. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, please do so. It helps me and it costs you nothing. And thanks for coming on this art journey with me, and thanks for the absolutely fantastic people that you are leaving me such good encouraging comments. I am grateful for every single one of you, and I'm having a ball. Look at that. Oh. Okay, thanks guys.